Hey, my super beautiful, lovely souls. It's Lizzie the Lightworker here. Today, guys, I'm bringing you a reading for a Leo male and a Scorpio female in a divine twin flame union. So this is another viewer request. Thank you guys so much. I try to get these done as quickly as possible. Sometimes I have limited time, guys. I am a stay-at-home mom. So I'm trying to get these done today, and I figured I would tackle this one because we haven't really done Leo in a while. So let's get right into this, and I'm just going to shuffle my deck just a bit here, just to sort of break it up and get the energy, sort of what do we need to know here, what are we feeling. We do this all the same, guys. I've been doing these, get our divine male, what's going on with him, how's he feeling, what does he want, what does he expect, what is his energy, what are some things maybe he needs to work on or heal. Same thing with our divine female, and then we come down the middle, sort of how they pair up, what are some issues within the relationship that need healing. And 90% of the time you guys are in separation. So I'm going to start doing just more videos like that, focusing more on the separation part of the twin flame union. So let's get right into this, and let's get into our Leo divine male. So I feel like our Leo divine male, I feel like he's definitely been in a period where he is having a hard time accepting. I feel like he's rather sad. He's sort of stressed out, sort of in an energy where he's staying up at night worrying, worry and concern. Okay, sort of making himself sick, sort of dreading the worst. Okay, dreading the next day, dreading the next hour even. Okay, it's not a good state. It's a state of like disruption and panic and worry and anxiety and making your stomach sick, and thinking that you did something wrong. Okay, and it's multiple worries. Okay, but the thing is that some of these things are more in your head than they are like reality. It's sort of like what we bump up and blow things up, blow things out of proportion and make them bigger than they really are. Okay, and I do feel like this is over his twin, and I do feel like this is a true twin flame union. Okay, I feel like when they came together, it was real passionate. They were seeing eye to eye. Their harmony was there. Everything that they needed was there. They both had equal parts to bring to this, equal parts to bring to the table. I do feel like he feels like he was betrayed in some way, or backstabbed in some way, or he needed to find out the truth about something, the truth of a matter. Okay, and he needed all the facts. And I feel like he's definitely just a factual person. He brings that to the table. Like, he brings that energy in. Like, I like facts. I don't like beating around the bush bullshit. Like, I'm balanced. I'm this way. And I feel like he's very educated, and he makes educated decisions. Okay, so something with facts or factual. Now, he felt like he had to find something out, or find out the truth, okay, about what was going on here. I also don't know, I'm throwing it out there, there could have been legal troubles. Okay, I don't know if they were married and got divorced, or a marriage got broken up, possibly, or there was something with a contract that ended. Okay, or there was some type of judgment, or there was criminal activity, something like that. Sometimes when this justice card comes in, that does relate to that. But I'm feeling like more, no, he needed to find something out about his divine female. So with our divine female here, I feel like she may have started to see someone else while they were together. Okay, she was not ready for this union. She didn't even realize that it was twin flame. I feel like he did. Okay, now guys, keep this in mind. This could read in reverse. Okay, you could feel like you're more the divine female and this is happening to you, or you're more the divine male. So just let me know. I like to hear that because it happens so often, and don't stress out about it. Take what resonates with you. Okay, I feel like she was not sure. She wasn't paying attention to the spiritual part of herself, or the spiritual journey part of this. Okay, I feel like it did end. I almost feel like she called it off in some way, or she might have been seeing someone else, because this says to me infidelity, lying, deceptions, delusions, sort of all those things. Okay, what's hidden, what you don't see, there's more to be told, there's more to find out. Okay, so that's where I'm getting this energy. I'm picking up on this justice card, the energy of him trying to find things out, facts. To me, this is saying she couldn't tame her wild side. Okay, so it's sort of like wanting to be out there, meet people, maybe fooling around with people, maybe having other sexual relationships, not sure of yourself. Sometimes I get some mental illness comes in here. Okay, not paying attention to intuition, not following intuition, all those things come in here. Okay, but major deceptiveness, sort of being deceptive with yourself and deceptive with others. Okay. I do feel like if he did find out, which I feel like he sort of did, it ended it and it destroyed her. Okay. Because I feel like she really was not aware of this was a twin flame union until after the fact. And I do feel like she never thought she was going to get caught, or this was never going to happen. So it totally defeated her. It left her completely defeated, rock bottom, end of the line. Okay. It was an ending. And it needed to end because there's no really coming back from this. There's no way to sort of retractalize or take back something that you were doing that you regret at a later time. Okay, so sometimes this happens, guys. We don't know it's our twin. We're not aware of it. And we just have other relationships. Sometimes we have affairs. Sometimes we cheat. Not saying that it's excusable, because it's not. It's very hurtful behavior. But if you learn your lessons from it, that's all part of the twin flame journey and the twin flame union, is to learn lessons here. So let's take a look at this down the middle. I feel like this happened very quickly with him finding out, okay? I feel like he didn't have to dig very deep to find out, okay? I feel like she was talking or texting with somebody. He might have even went through her phone, okay? Or he called the number or something like that. Like he called the number, hey, who's that? Like, okay, you know what I'm trying to say, guys? Or he texted the number. He did a little bit of like detective work, almost like a cop, almost like a detective, okay? And he did find out very, very quickly. I feel like he reacted very quickly and react angrily but logically. Does that make sense, guys? Like he was angry, but he was just like stone sort of cold, like, oh my, this is what you did, okay, you know, like he found out quickly. I feel like she tried to make up for it. She tried to tell him she loved him. She tried to offer her love back. She tried to deflect it. She tried to lie a little bit, to cover her ass a little bit. She did try to present herself like, I do love you, I do care for you. And she tried to present it as pure. When it really wasn't, because there was all this other shit going on, and it could have just been mental stuff going on with her. But yeah, I mean, we're getting the two of coins. That's juggling two people, okay? Juggling two people, two different energies. And definitely unsure, uncertain, who to pick, what should I do, where should I go, how should I approach this? A lot of chaos, a lot of confusion, lack of balance, okay? And the High Priestess, of course we're getting the High Priestess, because that means like the other person, the other woman, the other partner, okay? So, I mean, as crazy as this may sound, guys, I don't know if she was involved with another woman. That's possible. Not that that sounds crazy, but he may have also just sort of approached this in a way where he knew some things and he was waiting sort of for her to slip up, sort of, if that makes any sense. But I do feel like in general, she's just a very guarded woman, okay? She like hides things. She keeps things to herself. She might have to work on letting things out, letting things go. Like being honest with people and saying how she feels in the moment, okay? But this does suggest duality. We're getting duality here, two cards, okay? Back and forth between two different people, two different energies, good and bad. You know, it's just sort of like playing out where I feel like, you know, deep down he knew that this was going on, and he may have kept it to himself for a little while, and sort of built it up, like almost like building a case against her, okay? And he executed it in a like almost like a professional way, okay? I don't know if he was even spying on her to try to find this out. I don't all feel that. I feel like it was just too easy for him to find this out, okay? She also may have wanted to get caught. She may have had stress over the relationship, and maybe even like some identity problems, or doesn't know who she really is deep down, and maybe she self-sabotaged. She might have sabotaged the relationship purposely out of fear of commitment. Okay, that's a possibility as well. Or just wanting to end the relationship and not knowing how. So having an affair, or, you know, seeing other people and letting it come out when it was meant to come out, and even though it was hurtful, that might have been her way. It might have almost been like a cry for help. You know, sort of like to end this relationship in some way. But yeah, I'm feeling like mysteries and finding out mysteries. I feel like that did have to happen here, and it did happen, and uncovering truths. And definitely, I'm feeling also some type of imbalance with like masculine, feminine. I don't know too if she has some feminine troubles or like hormonal troubles or hormonal issues. Sometimes with the high priestess I pick that up a little bit. I'm also feeling like in cycles again. I feel like this went on in cycles. Okay, it wasn't like the first time maybe he suspected her cheating or talking to somebody else. It was like a many times, and finally was like a last straw, and he's like, that's it, I'm gonna go gather my facts now. I'm gonna go be factual. I'm gonna go be like a detective. I'm gonna go seek out the answers and the truths, and maybe talk to other people, talk to her friends, or find things out online. And he got to the bottom of it, and I feel like he more or less accepted it. And he's just such a logical person. Like, you did this to me, well, you know what, okay, that's it, that's what you did, all right, I'm gonna move on. So let's get some butterfly cards, and we'll get an archangel card too. Realizations and epiphanies, that's for sure. Let me tell you something. When we get this card here, that's like everything you think you're feeling and seeing is absolutely true when it comes out at the end, okay? It's actually about intuition. If you have a gut feeling that somebody's cheating, your gut is not lying to you. Your gut is telling you something's off, something's wrong, something's up with them, they're shady, and you're getting those butterflies, that gut feeling. It's absolutely correct, guys. It means, those butterfly feelings mean for you to look further into a situation, okay? So I feel like that's what he did here. He definitely followed his intuition. And it was painful for him because he really, really thought that this was like the one. He felt like she was the one, okay? And wanted to, I feel like he wanted to marry her. But anyway, yes, I feel like it finally opened up. Like one day he finally, like, it hit him. Like he's like, something's up, something's going on. Okay, so he followed his intuition, and he did, you know, unfortunately find out that his twin was with someone else. So for her, she's getting support. So I think this is more support for her to find support, whatever's going on with her. Like I said, if there's mental illnesses going on, or anxieties going on, or issues within herself about commitments or fears or doubts or anything like that, she's going to want to seek that support. And that does mean like psychiatric or like clinical or coping classes, or relationship classes, or therapies, or anything like that, like following that therapy sort of way. I also feel like she will have support in her life to sort of deal with this, like reaching out to people and friends and that sort of thing to help support her along. And then down the line, if they ever do come back together, you know, she's gonna have to make sure she's got all these things cleared up, and he's gonna have to learn to trust her again if they do come back together, and be supportive, okay, of each other. And then I want to get just one more card, and we're going to get the archangels in. So angel therapy, Archangel Raphael, give your cares and worries to us angels and allow us to take your burdens. Okay, so this is going to be for both of them. If she's regretful and sad, and she feels like she did him wrong, and she can't get over it, and she's beating herself up about it, you're going to have to give it to a higher power, okay? And sort of meditate and release and let go. And that's going to be for him too, to sort of let go of the fact that he got wronged and hurt and all those things. So I mean, it's not as easy said as done, guys. I realize that. But the angels are there to help us. I promise you guys, if you just start asking, your life will change. But you have to believe in them, okay? You can't just ask and not believe. And you have to ask with your whole heart. So I do feel like therapy is a theme here, okay? I don't know if they both need therapy, or they're both going to have to seek therapy, or other options for themselves. Or if they ever come back together, they're going to need couples therapy, or something like that. Or maybe they went to couples therapy. There's a theme of therapy here. That's all I'm saying. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please let me know what you think. And if you'd like to see any more readings, hit me up in the comments. Just allow me at least like 2 or 3 days to post them, guys. I get lots of requests, and I have a lot of private readings I'm doing now. So I'm trying to make sure I fulfill all you guys' requests. If you'd like a private reading, I'll leave that info in my description box. Thank you so much for joining me today. This has been Lizzie the Lightworker.